Yo, what's up? It is the gang, but not the complete gang, because Vinnie P is still on paternity leave. Vinnie P and the P is for paternity leave still. But you got Kylito Cream. I almost said Kylito Queen. Kylito Cream, Queen Rayna, and someone who is finally back from the West Coast. One of my best friends in the entire planet is here to grace us with the presence for the podcast today. This is Mikey Lou. Today he's going by West Coast Mike.
What up?
You gotta press the button.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Woo!
Yeah, hold on. I need to go up a little bit in my mic. There we go. Sounding crispy. So what up, gang?
Chilling, bro. Just lived on a small ass island for a year and a half.
Yeah, I know. We was missing your ass over here on the pod. We've been talking about like getting your ass on the pod
For a while.
for a hot minute.
Since before you started the pod.
Yeah. It just sucks that Vinnie P's not here for the specialist of all special guest.
This will be like a damn near 10-year reunion for Vinnie P and I.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it was for
Long
us
overdue.
too. When he came on the pod the first time, it was like a little reunion of sorts.
8-9 years.
Yeah, it's been a while, dude. We all were Polkarians together.
Chefing it up.
Dude, you want to tell the masala sauce story before we even get into anything? You guys want to chuckle? You want to hear a story?
hear good.
You didn't hear, I don't even think Rayna heard this story yet. You want to tell it? Or am I telling it?
You should tell it.
And then you'll chirp? I bet.
He'll ad-lib it.
So yeah, I guess this episode is going to start off with a little story time today because, the man's is back and we could probably like record 5 episodes worth of stories over the years, but one of many good ones is, wait, which one am I telling again?
Masala sauce.
Masala sauce. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
So we got our shit pushed in. Busy ass Saturday night, busy working the line. I think I was on saute, right?
Yeah, I was on like
You were on pantry?
pantry grill.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't even know like what transpired between us, but I just know like we were at each other's necks like all night for some reason. Like I don't know if we were just talking shit back and forth, like friendly banter, but of course, when you're a young buck and you're gunning in the kitchen, shit gets hot and heavy.
Heated.
A little heated.
A little passive aggressive.
One thing like
No, just the grass.
this, yeah, no passive.
We don't do that shit.
Was this the same night as the whipped cream?
No.
Okay.
No, that was like a slow night.
I didn't know if this transpired to that or what, but
No.
needless to say, one way or another, we were closing down. And
No.
No?
It was middle of service.
This was mid-service?
You ran into the walk-in to get a whole hotel pan of marsala sauce.
That's right.
And I remember thinking, this motherfucker's gonna come flying out of there. He's gonna.
Moving way too fast, first and foremost.
And the way my station was set up is that right in front of the walk-in door, I had a little table, low boy situation going on, dessert area.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna stand right there.
Mike was prepped.
So, he stands right there. I come out there going 95 miles an hour with a pan. Granted, it's cold. Sauce ain't hot yet, gotta heat it up. Hit this motherfucker with the door. Obviously, what happens when one, immovable force meets another? Nothing happens. Therefore, boom, splash, fucking covered head to toe, dripping in marsala sauce.
On your ass, too, right?
Yeah. I went boom, up like this, splash, and then my cheeks hit the ground, bro. Terrible. I was livid.
And then I said something like, well, you shouldn't have been running out of the walk-in.
Oh, that would have sent me.
It did.
And JT goes, if you're not running, you're not moving fast enough. And Johnny goes crazy.
I forgot about all this part
And
of the
put
story.
that on the walk-in for like the next 3 weeks until someone told him that's a safety hazard. You gotta take that shit down.
Pretty sure it was Mark Murphy. Not to name drop.
Can't Can't be telling people to run in a kitchen.
Dude, I forgot about the whole other side of that story.
Wow.
Straight up.
Smelling
Wow.
like mushrooms for the rest of the night?
No, there wasn't mushrooms in the sauce. The sauce was literally boiled Marsala wine with beef stock in it.
Yeah.
That's literally all it was. And butter.
Not even better.
Yeah, it was tough. There was another time where I don't even know. I think you have to tell the whipped cream story because I don't remember how that all played out.
I mean, that was just you being a hot boy. You hit me with fucking whipped cream in my hat.
I did?
Yeah, you hit me first.
Ah, see, I'd be
He
forgetting
started
shit.
it.
You were fucking with me. And I did it back to you, and you popped off, bro.
I was so mad.
You were like, this is my brand new hat. Like, fuck you. And I was like, you did it to me. And you're like, yeah, but fuck your hat.
Yeah, but your hat was fucked.
That's very Kyle-esque.
Your hat was beat. It was a work
Damn,
hat.
don't take that, Mike.
You're
Don't take
working
that.
saute in an Italian restaurant, splashing pans, wearing a brand new hat. Who the fuck are you?
Dude, I had to be drippy. I had to be a dripped out line cook. Smoking butts on the dock.
Swag.
Yeah. Smoking butts on the dock. You know the vibes. Ripping long dots on the dock. Dude.
Hawking loogies, ripping dots.
Ripping dots, bro. Yeah, welcome to the High Level Podcast. But yeah, so before we continue down memory lane and get so fucking off the beaten path that we don't talk about anything we came here to talk about, there was something you said to me when we were talking about you coming on the pod about something we talked about last week about how the person came to Boston and was thinking about moving back or whatever. You said you wanted to retouch, and I thought it was perfect because I wanted to see your comparison to that, what it was like to be from here, move away, see the different side of life essentially. Tell us a little bit about
Life
that.
outside of New England.
And for context, for those of you who we probably skimmed past, Mike lived on an island, Orca's Island off the coast of Washington State for a year and a half. The second time he lived there. So for context, we're talking about that. Sorry, continue.
I mean,
I feel like we glazed that. People are like, what the fuck are they talking about?
some of the differences is I live in an apartment in a house right now, and out there I lived for 6 months in a yurt, which is
A shanty.
it's a teepee. It's a wooden frame tent with a water-resistant canvas tarp over it.
Literally.
That's crazy.
I feel like that wasn't even the worst of your living situations there.
No, not
That was
at
the
all.
easier
That was
part.
one of the better ones.
That was the best one. First time was shed in my sister's backyard when I lived there 3-4 years ago for 6 months.
It's been that long since you went there the first time?
4 years ago, like this month.
Wow. No shit.
I got notifications and memories that I was crossing the country when I was crossing the country
That's so funny.
to come back.
What are the odds?
And then the other one was the most recent one, which I lived there for a year, and it's a finished attic room on a old farm property, and my sister actually got married on the property. It's a beautiful property, outdoor stage.
You didn't tell me
really
that.
Nice. I didn't. Must slip my mind.
Slip my mind.
Now you know.
Yeah. And no kitchen.
That's insane.
Bathhouse, 200 feet away.
Dude's taking poops like Shrek in the swamp, bro.
Sending Kyle Snapchats. 38 degrees today. Afraid my butthole's gonna freeze shut.
Man would be like, I have to shit. We'd be on the phone and he'd be like, I have to shit, but I'm holding it because I'm not going to freeze my ass off. I'm like, that's wild, bro.
That's
Shit in a cup.
I've driven to the ferry landing that's 5 minutes away from my house at 6:30 in the morning
To
just
go
to go to the
shit.
bathroom. Yeah.
I respect it.
That's crazy.
No kitchen. No Wi-Fi.
Yo, mans was disconnected. Couldn't play video games, couldn't do shit.
Why? So
In a
the
dead
service
zone,
is terrible.
In a
Yeah.
dead zone, I'm taking 3-4 minutes to scroll every rail. We're talking
He's sitting there
Takes
watching the
10
loading
minutes to
bar.
load its
30-second
10
videos. And I'm going back and forth, up and down, come on, do the thing.
Like you're just watching that little load
That's
screen.
crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
No doom scrolling for
Just
you.
a 10 by 12 room, me and my 40-pound dog, Mello.
The cutest pit you'll ever meet.
Melocito. Nah, bro, that must have been a culture shock as fuck. Like, it's one thing to go there one time and be there for like 6 months and come home. It's a whole nother ball game to go there for like a year and a half. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
we've talked about this, but this is for the people.
I didn't go there with any intentions of necessarily coming back in any tentative timeline this time around. Like
Right.
last time I went, I was like, oh, I'm going to work with my sister for 6 months in their restaurant, and I'll be back.
Right. This was like, yeah, I'll see you twice a year until I decide to come back.
Just, I'll see you, and
When I see
maybe I'll move back in 1 to 3 years, was the way that I looked at it.
Yep.
And yeah, it was very different. I mean, there's no streetlights on the island.
Right. It's pitch black at night.
Yeah, and like I mean,
kinda creepy.
There's no traffic lights either. There's stop signs and nothing.
Damn, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
That's like something I've never thought about.
yeah.
No, getting stuck at red lights, beautiful thing.
It's really cool too, because like as a person in the culinary community, I got to work with a lot of farms very intimately that are on the island. We talked about this a little bit. I did a duck harvest. Like that was super cool. Like, not to say that like it was fun, but it was really interesting to be able to experience that, because I don't think I'd be able to experience that anywhere in Massachusetts.
Man,
Right.
smoked the duck and then butchered it.
I butchered it and then smoked it.
Well, I was talking about smoked it. So you smoked it, butchered it, and then smoked it. Gang. That's lit. No, but you're right. You wouldn't be able to do that shit here. I mean, maybe you would, but it's not as cool. Because
Yeah.
you're doing it on an island with hippies.
Yeah, and it's like,
West
lot
Coast
more-
Mike!
you don't like someone in the real world, hardly ever do you run into that person again unless they're in your family or at your job.
Right.
You run into problems in a small community on a small island. I would
Word gets around.
see like 12 people I know every time I go in the grocery store.
That's so funny. I would hate that, bro.
It's like anxiety driving. Like,
Who am I going to see now?
There was times that I wouldn't go grocery shopping because I didn't want to run into anyone. I was just like, yo, I'm really not trying to get stopped right now. I'm not trying to talk.
So I'm just going to have sleep for dinner.
Sleep for dinner, dude. You know how many times I've had sleep for dinner? Too many. No, I think like one
Go
thing
to the
we...
gas station, grab a little pizza.
Yeah, a little slice of pizza from Sevilla Levy.
I don't need real food that bad.
One thing I know we talked about, like when you first got out there and started like really mingling with people and like learning about the society you were in truly, was like you just felt like you stuck out like a sore thumb. It was like your mindset, your opinions, like majority of the things, like you were just like in any and all situations, like the sore thumb out. So what was that experience like? Because you're out there on your own. The only people you have out there that are like your people truly is like your sister and her family.
Yeah, and then like the people that I made along the way.
Yeah,
but
of course.
That wasn't right there immediately.
Right.
It was interesting. Like, I definitely like watered myself down. Like, wasn't like at work playing like necessarily all the rap and everything that I would normally play. I was like, not to say they don't like that there, like they sure do, but like I just wasn't playing fuck shit music.
Yeah.
I was playing stuff that was a little bit more
Read
respectful.
the room.
Little alternative.
I think at one point I was told that Kanye was banned there.
Oh wow. I mean, I can understand why at this point in time, but yeah,
Yeah, be like
kind
that.
of kind of crazy. We won't go down the Kanye lane right now. Continue.
I'm still playing flashing lights.
Facts. Jesus walks.
And yeah, it was just very different in that regard. I'm already a pretty reserved person, but I felt like even though I'm a reserved person, people out there thought that I was very outgoing, like in your face, like everyone thought that I was pessimistic. Like, it's all I would get told, and I'm like, I'm just kind of pragmatic, dude. Like, I remember every time that someone asked me how I was doing, if I said fine, they would go, just fine.
So I was reading something
Yeah.
like outside of like
Mine's
New
good.
England, when people ask you like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like they're genuinely asking.
You mean, hey, how are ya? How's your daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently, like it's a culture shock. Like people from like the West Coast when they come here and we're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then we walk away. They think it's rude because they're like,
I'm just like, oh, I'm
you're
fine.
not genuinely
And like, I'm not even
asking.
just like, I'm fine. And I'm like, oh, like, yeah, I'm fine. It's good. They're like, just fine. And I'm like, fine is good. Like, if there ain't anything wrong going on, that's a good day in my book.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's just a day where you're looking for more chalants, that's a good day. You know?
And yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. And then, like, obviously, small community, everyone talks to everyone. If you were born there, I'm pretty sure you have to outsource for a girlfriend by the time you hit 20. 'Cause
Absolutely.
You're either cousins or already dated the other ones.
But if you outsource it, then you can't stay on the island unless someone's willing to move there to fucking catch a pee-pee schlaka.
They find like the crunchy granola people that will romanticize the island and go there.
Yeah, but you were with all the crunchy broads that don't shave their armpits and shit.
Not all of
They had
them.
leg hair. See, but
Yo
you were with
Island.
some of them
Yo
now.
Island.
They
Yo
do.
He knew. He knew some.
It gets
some that
cold in
didn't.
the mountains, dog. Leave them alone.
Yeah, and you need your layers.
Wear a pair of sweatpants.
Why? When you have natural hairs.
They're all Vinnie P out there. They don't wear sweatpants.
I love that for him. I really do.
And then he showed up here in sweatpants, and I was like, "You're in sweatpants?" No. I showed up to his house to grab the SD cards from him editing an ep.
No,
And
he showed up in sweatpants too.
didn't he? The Carhartt
Yeah.
John, right?
This
Yeah.
before or
did, yeah.
after you had the baby?
This is before.
Right before.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, because I was going to be like, he's in his bag now.
Yeah.
How you putting on no pants?
Hey, you know
I
what?
was like, Vinny, are you a psycho and wear jeans around your house? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
You know what I should do now?
I'm a big fan of denim.
Is I should go to the Nike
Really?
outlet.
Yeah.
You are, excuse me.
I'll sleep in my jeans.
Really?
once in a while.
Yo, I've
Yeah,
seen this
no
man
problem.
sleep in jeans more times than I haven't.
That's insanity, Mike. You're a psychopath.
No, I'm usually sleeping in, like, my boxes all butt ass naked.
But
I don't know,
you'll
dude.
fall asleep in a pair. Like, I will not sleep in jeans.
We lived together briefly,
If I'm
and
really
I've seen you
comfy,
in jeans, bro.
Yeah.
You'll sleep in them? That's crazy.
You know, because you know what it was, bro? We would fall asleep on the couch, and we'd be in jeans or something already, or like work clothes.
And I'm comfy enough. Yeah.
Can't do it.
Wow, gassy. Get the
Me,
gas.
puppy baby.
Need a little burpee. Daddy needs burpee. But yeah, bro. I mean, I'm glad you got to go have that experience, and like, it may not have been everything you wanted it to be, but at the end of the day, when this shit's all behind you, 20 years from now,
a
you
great
look back, you're gonna
experience.
look back and be like, damn, I had a little vibe.
Yeah, hardly ever do you go somewhere that you, like, are planning things to go a certain way and they go as planned. Like,
Right.
That's life. You gotta adapt. You gotta do what you can.
Roll with the punches, man.
Now that you're home, do you feel like you have like a new like love for Boston now?
Hell no, he hates it more.
No.
Like you were homesick and like, damn, like I love Boston, or it's like, like I can keep going.
I'll be
experience
real. When I
other
was driving
places.
down I-90 on my way here, and I like saw like the Peru and like saw signs for Fenway and the Sitco sign, I was like, damn, like I missed this.
You were like,
I love seeing graffiti again.
yeah.
I love being in the city. I love the diversity. I love how chaotic it is, and even though it's chaotic, you can still mind your business, do your thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, people who like live in the city and then move away and like, oh, it's so much better, whatever. Like, yeah, it might be, but the grass ain't always greener on the other side.
Well,
Because
of
there's-
course,
there's
that's
different
for
thing-
anything.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is when push comes to shove, I think as much as I like could thrive in the backwoods or thrive in the city, I would rather be in the city because at least when you're bored, you have nothing going on, and you're in the backwoods. There's not much you can really go do unless you have toys like snowmobiles and four-wheelers
Yeah.
and guns and whatever. At least in the city, you're bored. You're like, fuck it, I can go
To Seaport or
to a movie. I can go do this. I can go do that. Like, and then not having all those things. Like, you had no dunks. You had no this, no that. Unless you went off island.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
would
obviously
drive
I
me
had
crazy.
coffee shops, but I didn't have like
No, you didn't know Dunks, dude.
I didn't have like
You didn't have dung.
I didn't have like
Boston
a drive-through like
fucking Dunkin'
I
Donuts.
didn't have like the speed. Like I would have to go in there. I'd have to order it. I'd have to actually talk to someone. They'd have to actually make it. They're not pouring it. Like
Dude, what kind of fucking place you live in and don't have Dunkin' Donuts, dude?
America runs on that
Can't be
shit.
trusted, bro. Boston Dunks, dude? Quincy Dunks?
I'll tell you what, I am so happy to be able to get my large iced cold brew. With
Oh,
2
I'm
pumps
sure
of
it's
sugar
hitting
and
nowadays.
That's
So
it.
good.
Yeah, buddy. But you know that. For that I tell you.
But yeah, I mean, I forgot that my niece out there had a birthday that week, and then I had to go take a fucking ferry to go to Target and turn going to Target into a 6-hour trip, which I know for some people it already is, but like that ain't
Yeah,
how I
but
live
that's
my
a
fucking life.
Yeah, but think about having to go to Target, driving your car to a... Whoa, who the fuck am I? Driving your car to a ferry and having to go across the ocean with your car on a boat
Like 20 miles.
back to land again. Either way, nonetheless, right? To go to Target and then
Quick
here's the
Target
best part.
trip.
Here's the best part. Doing it all back just to get back to the island, dude.
And
That's a lifestyle.
And if you're worried about hitting the ferry, you make a reservation. If you make a reservation, you have to be there 45 minutes early for them to honor it. So now I got to sit around for 45 minutes while I wait for this fucking boat that I know is going to be late.
Yeah, that's just not for me.
And then God
Boston
forbid
broken through.
you miss the last boat and you
You're
got to
fucked.
sleep there.
Oh God, bro, you've been there.
No, I haven't. I've never missed a boat.
I thought you
never-
missed one.
I've missed a boat. I've never had to sleep there. I was always in there the day early enough
Yeah.
to get the next boat.
Word.
Smart man.
What was Seattle like? Did you spend any time at all there?
Spent a little bit of time in Seattle. Like I went to go visit my boy Casey down there, and Seattle's interesting.
Shout out
dude.
Seattle. I think we got a couple fucking audio listeners.
Hell yeah.
Shout out
Hell
Seattle.
yeah. Seattle's interesting, dude. Seattle's huge.
It rains a
Se-
lot over there.
Seattle is a big city, but Seattle's actually like 20 different neighborhoods that are like spread pretty far out from each other. Like,
Well, like boroughs per se, if you will.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like they look like suburb towns.
Really? And that's
Yeah.
considered the city.
That's still considered what they call Seattle proper.
Interesting.
And then, you know, Space Needle's cool.
Yeah.
The Pear's cool. Going to Pike's Place, catching the fish. I mean, of course, what everyone knows about Seattle is there's like a huge homeless issue there. A lot of tent cities, baby.
Tennessee looking
And
like
Grey's Anatomy.
looking like Mass Ave out there in Seattle.
Yeah, except Mass Ave,
Methadone
the
mile.
size of Boston.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely really hard to get around. Like when I was in Seattle at Casey's house, I didn't even feel like driving the 35-40 minutes to go into like downtown Seattle and go see the Space Needle and everything else. Like I saw all that stuff the last time I was in Washington 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
That's how big it is.
Yeah.
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 Like Boston, you're anywhere in Boston, most likely you'll either see the State Street building, the Prue.
It's a quick
Something.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. Wow. Daddy needs a burp. Will you burp me? Wow.
Let me help him out.
Got a
little baby.
I'm a little gassy.
baby.
I'm a little gassy. Well, speaking of Boston,
We got some MBTA shit.
I got no. I don't got none MBTA. Nothing good for the MBTA. However, I did see somebody post a AI created updated T map, and it had like updated stops and whatever. And whoever created that, however this came about, computer system or whatever, make that happen. It was the cleanest fucking map. Blue Line ran all the way down to the end of the red line.
Wow.
Why?
I don't know, but the way it all mapped out made fucking sense to me. I swear, I'm gonna find it
Just
again.
like a super engineered
like MBTA
map.
system.
The way how it fucking should be. Yeah.
So,
Well,
anyway.
if it's efficient, we won't do it.
No.
Exactly.
Why would we do that? No. And count on some potholes too.
And a bunch of fucking one-ways for no
If
fucking
you're not
reason.
walking in Boston, get fucked.
Yeah, dude. If
Yeah.
I lived in the heart of the city, fuck having a car. Dude.
You know who pisses me off? People who move into the North End and still own a car. Why?
What are you guys pronouncing all your R's today?
What?
Well, you have an excuse. You don't.
What are you talking about?
She said my car.
I've never
I
had a
don't.
Boston accent, so.
She's from Woobin.
She's from the woo. She wanna fuck with the woo. Okay, back to Boston. Our guy, Peyton Pritchard, has been named NBA's Sixth Man of the Year for the 2024-2025 season. His regular season
Liddy.
stats: 14.3 points per game, 3.8 rebounds per game, 3.5. What is the APG? Average.
Assists per game.
Is that okay? 3.5, and his 3-point percentage was 40.7%. Coming off the
Double
bench,
P.
dude. Coming off the bench, boy. The white boy. What y'all know about white boy Pritchard? Y'all know
like him.
nothing. We got some white boys on the Celtics, man.
I like him.
We got Hauser. We got the Sixth Man of the Year. We got Luke Cornett, bro.
I miss Hayward.
Yeah.
Fuck Hayward. He's a fucking fraud. Man snapped his ankle in half and never been the same since.
Sad to see.
That was foul injury.
That was so
though. That was
nasty
one of the
to
most
watch.
gruesome injuries I've seen like live watching a game.
Gross.
Crazy. But yeah, so shout out Pritchard. Shout out the Boston Celtics right now. Fucking they're up 3-1 on Orlando.
Hell yeah.
Play again tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow, which by the time this comes out, well, we would have either already moved on or we got another round. I have a feeling we talked
We're
about
winning.
this. I think so too, but I
We
think it's
gotta.
going 6 games.
We're bringing home another championship. I know it.
I hope so.
We are.
We have a pretty decent path on the East, but come, Eastern Conference Finals versus the Western Conference team, it's going to be a challenge. I'm not saying it's not doable. It's very
I
doable.
was
We
gonna
will
say,
and can do it.
Rooting
But,
and keeping faith.
We can do it. We just got to stop getting the shit kicked out.
yo,
of us.
Orlando is literally out there like, what are we in a street fight? What are they smoking? Bath salts?
Swinging for the fences.
They're smoking bath salts down there in Florida? What's going on?
They do that shit.
Take it easy. Dude, I know. Me and Britt were down there one year eating fucking froyo on Fort Lauderdale Beach, and this dude came by tweaking. Big tweaks, bro. Insane. It was the most crazy thing. Like, we've seen some people high around these parts where we're from, okay?
Yeah.
This was a whole nother level of high.
Do you think he's got an engagement ring with a meth rock in it?
No, but you might.
I'm trying.
You should.
That blue crystal.
Blue crystal, bro. Will you marry
That
me?
blue, that's rare.
I know.
So-
I know.
so-
that Heisenberg dog.
So if she says yes by just igniting a torch, is that acceptable? That's like, yes, let's do this.
It's
Let's
gonna
smoke
be
this
a
rock.
big rock. Like, it's gonna be like.
Don't you look over here.
It's gonna be like a 6-carat meth rock, and if she's gonna say
Wow.
yes, she has to smoke it all in one hit.
How many
Wow.
times do you think
And
you
then,
can?
I'm grateful you're being so pro lab made. I love that.
I mean, we're all about harm reduction. We're gonna use disposable pipes.
Lab made. That's right.
How many times do you think you could get high off a 6-carat meth rock?
I have no fucking clue, dude. I don't know how much it takes to get high in general.
I think it's just one bump. One bump.
That's it. Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying. It may be one bump to get high, but if you're talking about a 6-carat rock here, how many times can you hit off that motherfucker to get? How
Till
many?
death do us part.
How many highs can you get off of it? Is what I'm saying.
How many licks does it take to get this iron?
The world may never know, dude.
Exactly.
Except that owl knows. A 1,
and that
a
crackhead
2,
knows.
a 3.
Crackhead knows for sure.
Shit. And while we're on basketball, which I don't know how we went from basketball to fucking meth rocks, but don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? I don't know if you've heard about CP3's new deal, international deal this man got.
No.
Bro,
no.
he's fucking royalty. You ready for this? Just moments after announcing his retirement from the NBA with the Spurs at the end of the season, Chris Paul has shocked the world by signing a massive 5-year global contract with the Saudi club. I don't even know how you say that. Al Ula? This is the biggest backdoor deal in NBA history. Rumors suggest CP3's agent and Al Ula have been negotiating in secrets for weeks. Here's what we know so far about the contract of the century. 5 years, $900 million. $150 million signing bonus paid up front in gold, backed by crypto. 180 M's per year tax-free. Full control over roster and coaching decisions. Private jet plus Royal Palace in, I don't even know how you say that, Riyadh, with 24/7 staff. $100,000 signing bonus for every triple-double. Immune to all league fines, only FIBA can touch him. Owns 50% of the basketball club after contract ends. Named Saudi Arabia's global sports ambassador by royal decree.
Wow.
Are you the most overrated point guard in the history of basketball?
Secured the bag.
Just fucking became Saudi royalty.
Global sports ambassador. Not just basketball, all sports.
Bro.
So does that mean he's like in charge of like the soccer league over there
That
too?
means that man is
like
He's got rank.
he's a fucking prince. Like, okay.
That's reparations. I love to
5
see it.
years, 900 M's. 150 M's signing bonus paid up front in gold backed by crypto. 180 M's per year tax free. Full control over his roster and the coaching decisions. Private jet and a royal palace.
Oh, you're gonna read this
with
over.
a staff.
I know. It's fucking insane.
100K for every triple double. He's gonna have 100K every game.
He's gonna own the league. He's gonna be able to do whatever he wants. He's gonna be like, yo,
He's gonna be
I'll
be a rich man.
I'll give you 25K if you let me get this triple double, dog.
Dude, we're talking about the most overrated point guard ever. He hasn't won anything. He's won nothing.
So
I mean, to say overrated.
He's overrated. He is. You don't think there's a better point guard than Chris Paul?
I don't think he's the best, but I don't think he's like.
I think he's the worst, bro.
Yeah?
I really do. I think he is so overrated, bro.
What the fuck's Russell Westbrook done?
Overrated.
No. I mean, at least you agree with that. Okay.
And he might be. He's a point guard too, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might even be him. I might take that back. It might have to be Russ.
I think it is.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is Russ. I
Okay.
completely forgot about
All right.
Russ. You're right.
All
I
right.
take it back. But either way, nonetheless,
And then
absolutely.
and then you got that dude who got signed by the Celtics who never played.
Who?
The one that we all learn about in school. They show the movie because he got into drugs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know about the point guy from the Celtics?
I know who you're talking
I know
about.
exactly who you're talking
He
about.
got drafted and then he went to go play in China and
And then he did drugs.
Yep.
well, he did drugs throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then he did
He
drugs.
spoke at my middle school. Cool guy.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Same here.
R.I.P. All right. But yeah, I just could not believe that. Where there's something else that here we go. I know it was back from previous week. Can we talk about this real quick?
What the fuck?
It looks unnecessary.
Piss me off.
That right there.
That bite
Donde.
looks
There's
terrible.
There is, and again, per usual on the High Level Podcast, the audio listeners get shafted, which means go on YouTube at the High Level Podcast and check out episode 57. The amount of deli meat in this sandwich looks like I'm going to need about a gallon of water.
You're
after I
getting
eat this.
listeria after that. Like, what the fuck?
What I do like is the little amount of lettuce. This thing is not overflowing with lettuce. It's on a seeded Italian roll. If you had to give this sandwich a grade as a culinarian on a scale of fucking fuck me up or fucking don't, where are we at?
Well, from
1 to 10. 1 to 10.
I'm giving it a 3.
Yeah, same.
I'm giving it a 2.5, 3.
It doesn't even look like there's huts on there, and by the
There
look,
is.
There
you can
is.
see it in
You
the
can see it?
edge.
Yeah.
In
you
the
see it
edge.
right there.
what this?
Yeah.
Could be a tomato.
It could even
It
be
could
a
be.
shredded piece of salami.
There's a fucking quarter pound of soppressata in here.
There ain't nearly enough pickles.
I don't even see pics, bro. I see no pickles.
Yeah.
There's too much cheese. It looks like I'm finna be constipated. And it almost looks like they tried to toast this thing. Cheese
Yeah,
looks a
looks
little
melty.
Yeah.
I'm not eating that. That would piss me off.
No, that's you.
Is it just wet from the pickles, or does it look like they tried to put mayo on that?
That's what I was gonna say, dog.
If there is mayo on that bitch.
That's a thing about the West Coast. They put mayo on their Italians. They put mayo on everything out there. Mayo on everything out there.
That's diabolical.
I went to there's a bar on the island. Every burger comes with mayo. Don't come with any other fucking condiment on it.
What?
I like mayo, so I'm cool
Imagine like not reading the menu and being
There's
surprised by that
at the table, but still.
I know Vinny's watching this. At whatever point he's watching this, gagging.
It's
right
fucking
now. He's
gross.
repulsed. Shout out Vinnie P. Put mayo on your sangy, bruh.
There's one good
No
mayo
to the
out there, and that's
aioli.
fucking Kewpie mayo because there's MSG in it.
Ooh, we love that MSG.
If there's MSG in it,
But yeah, they'll
it's
make
for
like
me.
a pepperoncini
looks
aioli
terrible.
and throw it on an Italian grinder, as they call it.
That's fucking absurd.
Fucking mayo.
Grinder.
Pepperoncini aioli.
Pepperoncini.
Mayo on my fucking burger.
Dude, pepperoncini.
No ketchup.
Aioli?
Ketchup
no
and mustard
mustard?
is on the
It's
table.
on the table, but it's not on the burger.
Nah.
Did you
But you-
say
but you got-
pepperoncini aioli?
On the Italians.
I love how you mouthed it as I was saying it.
On the Italians, dude. Yeah.
That sounds so fucking good, though.
It's good. I just don't want it on my Italian. I'd have it with something else.
I don't know, dude.
I'd have it with an Italian-inspired sandwich. But if I'm going somewhere for an Italian sub,
And there's some rendition of fucking mayo on my shit.
fuck that shit.
Go to New Dill, ask for a fucking mayo on your Italian.
I dare you. I triple dog
No,
dare
they
you.
will do it. They'll just give you a hard time.
They'll just play.
Like, we don't do that here, but they'll still do it. They'll be like, hey, whoa, we don't fucking do that here. But then when they get the sub home and you go to eat it, there's mayo on it.
Yeah.
Not saying I put mayo on my Italians because I'm not a sick, demented fuck. But
No
got-
decorum.
you guys want some trash news?
Yeah, hit me.
Hold on. I got something in the eyeball piece over here.
Oh.
All right.
Poor baby.
Get the fucking glasses going. Hey, whoa. All right. Trash news. Ferocious woodpecker damages 25 vehicles in Massachusetts town.
Name my sex tape.
Ferocious woodpecker.
Yeah.
Is your little,
That's your stage name?
your little- and he's just got the Woody the Woodpecker emblem on the front of his crotch. A Massachusetts town is under siege from apparently territorial pileated woodpecker being blamed for damaging more than 25 vehicles in the area. A Rockport resident managed to capture a photo of the culprit caught in the act of targeting a vehicle with its jackhammer-like beak. We have a vandal in the neighborhood. Favaloro wrote on social media. He was described as 18 to 24 inches tall, wearing black and white with a red hat. How corny can you be? The woodpecker showed up and landed on the windshield wipers of the RV in our yard and was looking at its reflection, and we were like, you know what? I bet he's the one that damaged our mirrors as well. Will you fucking solve that mystery real quick? But I thought that was pretty funny. Like,
That's insane.
so there's a YouTube video. We won't watch it now, but I thought that was funny because I'm like looking for like funny, weird, whatever trash news, and of all things to pop up,
Of
it
course, it's our
happens.
state.
Yeah, it happens in mass.
Imagine if it was one of those birds that are like trained to rob people.
Was Woody the Woodpecker the right? That's what the Woodpecker.
That was
yeah.
Roadrunner. Oh,
No.
That was meep meep.
Meep.
Come on, get with it. We love Looney Tunes. But yeah, that's pretty funny, bro. I would honestly, if I seen that, let me grab the fucking paintball gun. Pop, 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 pop.
That's fucked.
Breaks the windows of the Honda Civic. Leaves with the radio.
Takes your catalytic converter.
He pops up. Yo, Holmes. Yeah. He's a Mexican fucking woodpecker. Yo, Holmes. I don't know why, but for some reason I could just like... Woody the Woodpecker does not seem like he's anything but Mexican to me. I could be lying, but... That's
Hispanic descent.
Woody the Woodpecker is definitely from Hispanic
I'm
descent.
pretty sure they all got like some type of nationality tied to them.
They got to, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we have chickadees. They look like little fucking chody New Englanders.
I meant the Looney Tunes.
Ah, fair play.
Yeah, the state birds.
Yeah, yeah.
You right.
Yeah.
And country birds.
Dude, I'm wicked fucking smart. Listen, bro. I don't know. You said you watched the last few episodes. I have smoke with Highway Hawks. This is just yet another episode where the Highway Hawk gets mentioned. I got smoke with all of them.
Another one?
Suburban Hawks? All right. Whatever. Highway Hawks?
No.
Fucking smoke with all of you. All right. Next one. British man unknowingly buys back his own stolen car. And guess what it is? It's a Honda Civic Type R.
I love it. No way.
Oh, okay. Ewan Valentine of Solihull, England, replaced his stolen Honda Civic with a nearly identical car that turned out to be his own stolen vehicle with falsified VIN.
That's
The
fucked.
British man who paid more than $26,000 to replace his stolen car later discovered he unknowingly bought his own vehicle back. Ewan, 36, of England, said he discovered February 28th that his black 2016 Honda Civic Type R had been stolen from its overnight parking space. Valentine said he was distraught about the loss and hoped to replace the car with a nearly identical vehicle. Sure enough, I found one for sale, same color, same year, same custom exhaust system, he wrote on social media. The license plate and VINs were different from his stolen vehicle, so he didn't think too much about the similarities until he had already paid more than $26,000 for the replacement ride. Started to notice odd things when I got home. I noticed a tent peg and some Christmas tree pines in the boot. I noticed the locking wheel nut was in a Tesco sandwich bag. I noticed some wrappers in the central storage section, all
Like, dude,
oddly
this is your
similar to
fucking
my
car.
own car. Valentine decided to check the car's onboard GPS and discovered it had previously been to his house, his parents' house, and even his partner's parents' house.
It's yours.
Part of me felt like some sort of triumph for a moment until I realized, no, this isn't some sort of heroic moment. You didn't go and get your car back. You've actually done something a bit stupid. Woo! The first Honda technician pulled the physical key out, put it straight into the door, and it unlocks. And like, yes, this is your car. Wow. So imagine this. Say he bought this brand new off the lot for like, I don't know, $30,000. Let's just say, for sake of argument. Gets it stolen, buys it back for $26,000, which means he bought this car for like $46,000. $56,000, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
what?
I'd be like, you
I'm
need
just
to
thinking
run
about
me
how
my
that
26K
deal's
back.
going. Like when he's looking at the car and talking to that man.
Yeah, like
And
run
he's
me
like-
my money.
He's like, oh, like, yeah, there's kind of some scuffs here. Like my old one had this, and he's like, oh yeah, that's really typical with these. That's a problem that all the Type R's have.
Yeah, like don't
Or
worry about
just
that.
like being
Talking
in the
about the-
console, like, these
the
are
wrap is in the console. Yeah, dude.
didn't even clean the fucking
No, no,
car out.
to be
Oh yeah, like a 3-year-old. Oh yeah, I eat those chips too.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I have the same size 8 brand new Air Force Ones with one scuff on the top. Not dusty Air Force Ones though, because never that.
Never that.
But yeah, I thought that when I read this, I was cackling. I'm like, yo, you got fucking beat. Like that is the ultimate twice. You got beat because your car got stolen, and then you got beat because you paid $26,000 for your stolen car. Without
No,
knowing.
give me my 26K
Now, do you
back.
think this person knew who this guy was before he stole the car and was like, I'm selling it back to the same dude?
That's fucked. That's like somebody stealing from you and then helping you look for it.
Yo, while praying to Saint Anthony.
Because you gotta imagine this guy's probably like on Facebook Messenger, wherever he's buying this thing, Craigslist, whatever, and going like, yeah, this thing's really sweet. I had one. It just got stolen about a week ago. And this guy's probably like,
Got him.
That shit's crazy, bro. That shit's crazy.
That's fucked.
Imagine. I'd be so mad though. But at that point, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. Well, he definitely went to the police because
Yeah.
if you read further, he talks about some of the, talking to the police or whatever. But yeah, pretty wild.
See, our FBI agent's already listening to us.
Lab grown diamonds, bro. Blue lab grown fucking 6 carat nut.
There's your meth bra.
Holy shit. Shit just got real out
Ask
here.
and you shall receive, man.
Shit just got real out here. All right, let's get out of here. And I got a couple.
It's all good. My
Fucking-
FBI agent's cool.
Okay, we all have tattoos here.
Yeah.
Most people have tattoos. As a person with tattoos, what's the most annoying question someone can ask you?
What's that mean?
What's that mean?
Yeah.
That's fair. That was gonna be mine.
How much did it cost? I don't know why. I just fucking hate it. Don't fucking ask me.
Pocket watch and ass.
I hate
bitch.
that
A
shit.
lot.
It costed money. US dollars.
If you gotta ask, you can't afford it.
The price go up if it's USD.
Like, what difference does it make?
Is that yours too? I think we all just like in unison. No, yours was how much
Don't
did it
ask
cost?
me. Yeah. How much it costs?
No, mine, just to be different, mine's probably. They ask how old it is, which, because it almost makes it, because obviously this is old. So when people look at it, they're like, oh, how old is that? It makes me feel like, oh, you don't like it. It looks like shit because you think it's old.
I hate when people tell me tattoos don't hurt. Them specifically. Like, they got this magic skin. They're like, I get into like this meditative state, and I'm like, yeah, sure, you can relax during it, but that shit still fucking stings. Like,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you know what? Also, another question is like, which one do you regret? I don't.
Too
regret.
many of them.
It is what it is. Like,
the one I got with your mom. Like,
Ooh.
I like looking back at my dumb 18-year-old self being like, damn.
You know what the best rebuttal to that? Your sister's ass. What's something everybody should know before living on their own for the first time? What do you got? Mine's is gonna be one that's pretty fucking black and white.
What?
The dishes ain't gonna wash themselves. Those motherfuckers will sit in there for as long as you let them.
Facts.
They ain't gonna wash themselves. Mike's like, I've been
And
living
to
on my
follow
own
up,
since I
like-
was 16.
You're in charge of dinner every fucking night.
Oh yeah, that's
You're in
that's the
charge.
worst one. Mom ain't cooking lasagna tonight, baby.
You're in charge every night.
I don't know.
Stumped you. What do you got?
mean,
That's what I said.
Okay. Dun dun dun. Stumped them.
well, for me, like, in like the basement apartment, you gotta look up. You'll get cobwebs on those ceilings.
Facts. That's a good one, Mike.
You
Yeah,
gotta
that is
look
good.
up.
Facts.
I do like that.
You gotta dust.
Or above the stove, you might get a little grease spot. You gotta look up. I just found out that the hood inside my hood on my stove comes out, and I can wash that bitch. I figured that out last night.
Didn't know that.
Wow.
I did
Okay.
that. I knew that when I was living there.
I wish I knew that before I started living on my own, dog. Because, well, I always had the vaulted ceilings in my original home,
True. Yeah.
so I didn't
those
even have a hood vent.
Yeah. Those motherfuckers was.
Yeah, like 12 feet tall.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if we've did this the last few weeks, but usually we find some fucking epic screenshots from a Tinder conversation,
Sick.
and
We role play.
here is one. So the blue is
Definitely a man.
yes. So I will be the blue. My sweetheart will be the gray. Good evening. Well, they blinked out the name, I guess. So we'll just say, for sake of argument, Jess. Good evening, Jess. How's your weekend been going?
Awful. No sausage yet.
Oh man, I was hoping you were gonna be like, no sausage yet. I thought you were gonna add a little flavor to it. There's an unfortunate lack of German restaurants in this town. LOL. Aside from the lack of quality knockwurst, though, decent weekend.
This is so cringe. Yes, aside from the five-some.
That doesn't sound terribly enjoyable. LOL.
Well, that's all that could fit.
I then ... ends there.
So cringe. Like, what?
No sausage yet. Is that the name of this fucking episode?
No.
Featuring West Coast Mike. Yeah, he's still West Coast Mike. He hasn't transformed back into East Coast Mike yet.
He'll be back soon.
Pardon.
Let me
I don't know what's going on. I got you know what? You turn 30 and all of a sudden you got fucking acid reflux.
Like a little baby.
Little fucking gurgles going on.
I
in
should
you.
have.
The edge, bro. Okay. Here's a would you rather. Would you rather know the truth about everything but never be able to share it, or be able to convince people of anything even if it's a lie?
The second one, bro.
Yeah? Because you could convince someone to tell her, like, I need you to give me that $1 million right now.
Yeah, that's my $1 million.
It's yours.
Yeah.
You just have to go get it.
I'll convince them that. That's my $1 million.
I mean, it is yours, though.
Well, now it is.
You just haven't got it yet.
I've convinced them.
Well, you're about to get it. You're going to convince them to get it.
I'm going with the truth. And never be able to share it like
The truth hurts, though. You gotta remember
sitting
that.
there and looking at you like you're fucking stupid because I know something.
But if I
and
can
you
convince
don't,
you
I
of
love
anything, fuck's the truth worth?
Because I know the truth.
Yeah, but the truth hurts sometimes.
Can the
So?
person who can convince people of anything convince the person who knows the truth about everything?
I would say no.
No, because
Because
I
they
know,
know
the
the
truth.
truth. You can't be convinced otherwise because you already know.
convince me. I already
Yeah,
know.
but you're saying that I can convince everyone else that knows facts.
Dude, it's like $H. You already know.
Cash.
You already know. And if you know, you fucking know. Okay.
No, because I'll be like, I'm the most powerful person
You're
in the world.
burpy today.
And all of a sudden it will slowly become true as I convince people of that.
Yeah, but if I already know, there's nothing you can convince me because I know it all, you don't. You're trying to convince me that you do, but I already know that you don't.
Well, supposedly in this
already
reality, I'm the only person with that choice.
Frogs and toads, bro. There's frogs and there's toads.
Facts.
In the words of fucking Frank from Basement, there's frogs and toads.
I know everything about turtles.
You know everything about nothing. I like turtles. My name's Jeff. Oh, that was last week's Johnny. We ain't doing that. Would you... Oh, I'm sorry. We did that. What phrase did you hear only once, but it stayed with you forever? I have one, and it's fairly new. It was when we had Big Joel on the podcast, and he
Lord.
said, and I can't wait to edit this because I'm going to fucking throw the clip of it. I was lower than a snake's belly in a wagon wheel rut.
I fucking love my father-in-law, man.
So yeah, that one's gonna stick with me for fucking life now. Never heard that before that. And for those of you who want context, episode 22, I believe, low class white trash. That's the episode if you want the context for Big Joel.
People die every day, B.
Yo, I love that one.
Straight like that.
That's the greatest answer to anything anybody can say to you.
Yeah.
People die every day, B. What you got?
Life's tough. Wear a helmet.
There was actually a lot of really great ones like in the comments on that. Okay, hypothetical here. For $1 million, could you eat $1,000 worth of McDonald's in 36 hours?
Yes.
You have to consume $1,000 worth of McDonald's food or drinks, excluding bottled water, in 36 hours. You could do it.
Food or drink?
Food or drink, nothing bottled though.
Okay.
I could easily, because think about this:
Ugh,
$1,000
I'm, like,
worth of
gagging at the
McDonald's
thought.
isn't as much food as you think.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
McDonald's is pretty expensive nowadays.
So you're talking like a day and a half, right? 36 hours is like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could easily for $1 million.
I gotta figure out how many Big Mac meals.
Bro, I would suck the fart out of Ronald McDonald's
Say every
ass for
Big
$1
Mac
million.
meals $15.
Not,
How many Big Mac meals do I have to eat in 36 hours?
Bro.
I'm not doing it.
I'd suck the fart out of Grimace's asshole for $1 million.
I'm not doing it. Sorry.
And the Hamburglar too.
You're doing too much.
No.
Hamburglar?
Yeah, for $1 million?
That's crazy.
What? It's just sucking the
Bottom
fart.
feeder.
Hey, lobsters are good.
It's also like, what's the most expensive thing on the menu? Because the most expensive
I
thing
think
on
it's
the
a
menu.
double quarter pounder.
It's gotta be.
Because like,
Half pound of beef from
it might
fucking
not even
McDonald's.
be the most filling thing on the menu. Is what the way I'm thinking about it.
I wish we could still supersize shit. America's obese. It is what it is. Let us supersize shit.
Like Happy Meals, $10, like with tax.
which is absurd because you get 5 French fries, 4 nuggets, apple slices that are fucking
And a
half
sip
brown.
of a soda.
And that's 100 Happy Meals. I could probably eat 100 Happy Meals in 36 hours if I really tried to.
I'd be gagging by
4
like
nuggets?
the 4th Happy Meal.
True, but you got to think about it. You're gonna eat at least 10 Happy Meals in a sitting. At least.
I'm saying I could do it.
Yeah. Easy. Yeah.
Gross. Not doing it.
Well, he kind of like used the cheat code though. He's like, oh, fuck it. I'll just do it. I'll just Happy Meal it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, give me that milli.
Apple slices, fucking small fry, fucking apple juice.
Write me a check right now.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Did we do this one? Yep, we did this one. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Motivation of the motherfucking week. Okay? When motivation ends, discipline begins. I liked this one. I felt like you can relate to this one right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hitting it hard since being back, and I'm not even necessarily all that motivated to.
What, hitting the rock?
I mean,
All
just
facets.
being back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
I mean, looking for jobs, this, that, and the third. And I mean, I'm kind of on my own time right now, but I'm going.
You are, bro. You're doing your damn thing.
One of my favorite ones is in moments of dire stress, you don't rise to the occasion. You sink to your level of training.
That's profound shit, Mike. That's
I like
profound.
that one.
I do too.
Jack Harlow said that in White Men Can't Jump.
I never got to watch that remake yet. I should probably do that. All right, we're gonna end this show here with a little fucking story, little backwoods creepy action. You ready? Tapping at my window. Many years ago, I had to take my wife to work at 5 a.m. and I didn't have to work until 9. So I dropped her off and drove back towards home and into the mountain on public land where I had a stand. It was a good bit before daylight when I parked, so I thought I'd take a nap and walk in around 10 minutes before daylight, hunt till I had to get ready for work. I kicked the seat back and propped up my leg and drifted off. I woke up to a feverish tapping on my driver's side window. Tap, 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 tap. And all I could imagine was some Blair Witch, bony-fingered demon of the woods tapping on my window. And if I looked, my soul was doomed. I fired up the F-250, put it in gear, and took off without looking at what it was. I drove back to the highway into a different piece of woods as daylight approached and hunted there, still wondering what I had heard. I get back to the truck and pulled onto the highway after an unsuccessful hunt, and at some point in the daylight now I looked at my driver's side mirror, and it was when I saw it. My mirror was adjusted all the way to one side. I was the demon all along, with my leg having hit the power switch, and it was the motor maxed out. So man fell asleep with his leg up against the mirror adjuster, and it was and he got scared shitless and drove off.
It's crazy. I was like, maybe it was just like a branch.
That's what I was thinking when I first read this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
One little scaredy cat.
You haven't played yourself.
you ever scared the shit out of yourself? You fucking like you actually fucking like, and it would be something stupid like it was like a fucking. You would get, I don't know, a fucking piece of ice that was melted on the counter, melted its way to the floor and fell, and you just weren't expecting to get scared. It's just,
No.
You never had that happen? You've never
That's
had
a
one of
little
those
too
moments?
specific. No.
Well, I'm not saying that specific thing, but like just
No, but
anything.
like a moment like that, no. But I've had moments where I'm just like a little.
You've never
jump
yelled
scare.
out
Feeling
loud
like
scared?
you're falling when you're falling asleep.
Oh, the worst, dude.
Epic jump scare.
Yeah. Like you fell out of a plane,
Yeah.
and right before you hit the ground, you wake up. Oh,
Or like there's
Crazy.
times where I've like hung the hoodie up on a door and then like I'm walking in the hall and I'm like, what the fuck was that? There's somebody in my apartment. And I look and I'm
I
like,
can't think
oh,
of
it's
anything
just my hoodie.
specific, but I'm sure like, well, I've been on the extracurriculars. I've probably like put something somewhere, I saw it blowing in the wind, and was like,
West Coast Mike getting trippy.
from time to time.
Hey, nothing wrong with the little getting trippy, Mike. Be trippy, Mike.
That's why you gotta look up too. Those sailing tiles are real fucking cool.
Fact.
Yeah. I'll always remember as a kid watching I Know What You Did Last Summer, getting scared shitless, and then On 12, remember on 12 how there was the apartment on the first floor and the second floor?
Yeah.
Well, at one point in time, I think at this point, like, my uncle was living downstairs and Nana and everyone was upstairs. And I remember opening the door on the second floor, looking down the stairs, and there used to be a coat rack right there, and there used to be a fucking black leather trench, like, fisherman jacket.
Yeah.
Wouldn't go down those stairs the rest of the weekend, bro. Straight up.
Shit's scary.
I mean, I've definitely been the type of kid that as soon as I turn those lights off in the basement, I'm running because that thing's going to catch me.
I'm jetting.
It's going to get
Jetting.
me.
Yeah, Kevin McAllister wasn't tripping about his basement, bro.
No.
No, not at all. Where are we at? All right, yeah, I think we can wrap it up now. Fucking West Coast Mike, bro.
He's back,
He's
y'all.
back. This is my ace, my brother, my partner in crime.
Petition to
Glad
get
to
him on the Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
He's an affiliate. He's a Team Rocket affiliate,
Yeah,
no matter
yeah.
what. No matter what. But yeah, bro, thanks for coming on. I really enjoyed this. I hope you did too. Hope you had fun. I hope the people enjoyed a little dibble dabble of the West Coast Mike. If you're lucky, you might see him a little more. And then by then, he could very well be East Coast Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But until that happens, guys, you can jump over on YouTube and backtrack some episodes. But we get a little catalog now, so you can find us on YouTube at the High Level Podcast. If you're an audio listener, then you already know the vibes. It's Apple Pod, Spotify, Pandora, iHeart. Tune in, you name it, we're on it. Don't forget about social media. You know all the social media platforms. I don't have to say it, but I'm gonna say it. TikTok, IG, Facebook, at the High Level Podcast. And until next week's, guys, peace.
Peace.